I am going to explain the word problems in substitution method. The exercise 3.3 second question, they have given 2x plus 3y is equals to 11 and another equation 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24. So they asked to find the value of m. So find m if y is equals to mx plus 3. So this is the thing we need to find out. So the given equations are 2x plus 3y equals to 11, 2x minus 4y is equals to minus 24. So if you solve this, we will get x and y value. Then we can substitute in this equation. Then we will get m value. So I am going with the elimination method. So already I said, when they didn't mention any particular method, you can go with any method. So already I explained all the three methods. So minus, plus, plus. These symbols should not be considered. 2x minus 2x, this is 7y, this is 35. Now y is equals to 5. So given already 2x plus 3y is equals to 11. So 2x plus 3 into 5 is equals to 11. 2x plus 15 is equals to 11. 2x is equals to 11 minus 15. 2x is equals to minus 4. X is equals to minus 2. So therefore x comma y equals to minus 2 comma 5. Now we need to find out the value of m. So given y is equals to mx plus 3. So 5 is equals to m into minus 2 plus 3. 5 minus 3 is equals to minus 2m. 2 is equals to minus 2m. So m is equals to 2 by minus 2. M is equals to minus 1. So this is the value of m. So children, exercise 3.3 third question. So the difference between the two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. So first of all, remember, especially in word problems, so they won't mention, use a particular method. So in the textbook, as they in the substitution method, in that particular exercise, they given to solve like that. But in exams, 99% they won't mention for the word problems, do in a particular method. So the question is, the difference between the two numbers is 26 and the one number is 3 times the other. So they are telling that two numbers. So let the numbers be x and y. So given difference between the two numbers is 26. X minus y equals to 26. That means I am assuming here x is a bigger value. So they given one more condition. One number is twice the other. So I will write. So also given one number is twice the other. So as x is a bigger number, so this will be twice the small number. You should assume like that. So x is equals to 3y. So this is a 1, maybe this is 2. So here substitution method will be easy. So that consider 1. X minus y is equals to 26. So from 2 we can write 3y minus y equals to 26. 2y is equals to 26. Y is equals to 13. So now x is equals to 3 times of y. So 3 times of 13. So x is equals to 39. So the numbers are 39 and 13. These are the numbers. Difference is 26. 39 is twice the 13. So like this we can solve. So next, the second question, they given the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Find them. So first of all, supplementary angles means the sum of two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. So therefore let the larger angle BX and smaller angle BY. So now x plus y is equals to 180. Why? Because they are supplementary angles. They given. So their sum should be 180 degrees. So from this we can write y is equals to 180 minus x. Let it be 1. So also given the larger angle exceeds the smaller angle. So the larger angle exceeds the smaller angle by 18 degrees, means the larger angle is 18 more than the smaller angle. That means we can write x minus y 18. Here exceeds in the sense we can take it as difference. So from 1 we can write x minus of 180 minus x is equals to 18. X minus 180 plus x is equals to 18. 2x is equals to 18 plus 180. X is equals to 198 by 2, that is equals to 2 9s are 99. So x is equals to 99. So we know that y is equals to 180 minus x. So 180 minus 99. So y is equals to 81. Therefore x comma y are 99 comma 81. Sum is 180, difference is 18. So the third question, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for 1,750 rupees. The cost of each bat and each ball we need to find out. So let assume the cost of each bat be some x rupees. So cost of each ball be y rupees. So they given the condition, she buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. The total cost is 3,800. So 7 bats she bought. So 1 bat cost is x rupees. 7 bat cost will be 7x rupees. And 6 balls cost will be 6y. This together, the total sum of cost will be cost of bats plus cost of balls is rupees 3,800. That will be 1. And also given another case, she bought 3 bats and 5 balls. So 3 bats cost 3x rupees, 5 balls cost 5y rupees, equals to 1750. Let it be 2. So here if you go with an elimination method, here it will be easy. So the first one I will multiply with 5. I will make y coefficients equal, so that I am multiplying with 5 here, 6. Then if you multiply the first one with 5, 35x, 30y, 0, 0, 5 8s are 40, 19,000. With the 6, 18x plus 30y, 6 zeros are 6 5s are 30, 6 42, 45. So 10,500 is the value here. Then subtraction, so symbol should change. 35 minus 18, this is 17x. This will be eliminate. Here 8,500. So x is equals to 8,500 by 17. 17 5s 85. Then 0 0. So x is 500. Suppose let it be 3. So substitute the value of x in equation 2. So substitute value of x in equation 2. What is equation 2? 3x. So 3 into 500 plus 5y is equals to 1750. 1500 plus 5y is equals to 1750. 5y is equals to 1750 minus 1500. Y is equals to 250 by 5. So y is equals to 50. So now cost of each bat and cost of each bat is 500 rupees, each ball is 5 rupees. So x comma y is 500 comma 50. So cost of each bat is 500 and cost of each ball is 50. Exercise 3.3, third question. In that fourth sub question, the given question is the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 kilometers, the charge paid is 105 rupees, and for a journey of 15 kilometers, the charge paid is 155 rupees. What are the fixed charges and charge per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? So this is the given question. So now clearly they said that in a taxi there will be a fixed charge, along with the charge per every kilometer will be there. So if you want to pay the money, you need to pay how much for how much kilometers you travel, that money plus some fixed charge. So let the fixed charge be x. And the charge per kilometer is y. So this is per 1 kilometer we are collecting y rupees. Suppose if I travel 3 kilometers, 3 into y. This is the charge per total 3 kilometers. Along with that, some x rupees I need to pay. So now the given, so according to the given information, so according to given data or information, so we can write charge per traveling 10 kilometers. She paid 105 rupees. That means a fixed charge plus charge per 10 kilometers will be 10 into y rupees is 105. From this we can write x is equals to 105 minus 10y, that it be 1. So also given charge for 15 kilometers is rupees 155. So x plus 15y is equals to 155. So fixed charge plus 15 kilometers rupees. From 1 we can write 105 minus 10y plus 15y is equals to 155. This is 5y minus 10 plus 15. 5y equals to 155 minus 105. So y is equals to 50 by 5, that is equals to 10. Now therefore x is equals to 105 minus 10y. So 105 minus 10y, that is equals to 105 minus 10 into 10. So 105 minus 100, x is equals to 5. Y is equals to 10. We got. So charge per each kilometer is 10 rupees. Along with that we need to pay 5 rupees. Now they asked to find the cost for traveling 25 kilometers. That means charge per 25 kilometers. So charge to be paid for 25 kilometers equals to fixed charge plus 25y, because 25 kilometers we are traveling, for each kilometer y rupees. So 5 plus 25 into 10, this is 5 plus 250. Finally we need to pay rupees 255. Fifth question they given, A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator, and if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So now here, let the fraction be x by y. So given if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, it will become 9 by 11. So by this we can write, if we cross multiply, 11x plus 22 is equals to 9y plus 18. So 11x minus 9y equals to 18 minus 22. 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. Let it be 1. So also given, if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it will become 5 by 6. On cross multiplication, 6x plus 18, 5y minus plus 15. So 6x minus 5y equals to 15 minus 18. 6x minus 5y equals to minus 3. Let it be 2. So now equation 1 with, I will multiply with 6, equation 2 with 11. So 1 with 6 11s, 66x minus 99y, 6 9s are 54y, minus 4 into 6 minus 24, with 11, second equation, 66x minus 55y minus 33. So minus plus plus, these symbols should not be considered. This 66 minus 66 cancel. 55 minus 54y, so that is y is equals to 33 minus 24, that is 9. So we got 9 as 3. So now here we'll solve. So we know that 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. So 11x minus 9 into 9 equals to minus 4. 11x minus 81 is equals to minus 4. 11x is equals to minus 4 plus 81. 11x is equals to 77. X is equals to 7. So therefore the fraction is 7 by 9. You can verify also. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 2 11. If 3 is added, 7 plus 3 10, 9 plus 3 12. 2 5s are 2 6s. So both the cases are verified. So the fraction is 7 by 9. The sixth question, 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times of his son. 5 years hence means after 5 years. 5 years ago, Jacob was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? So especially when the problems regarding the age, so always follow this pattern. So here there are 3 situations. One is present, another one is future, another one is past. So first you should write the present ages. So assume Jacob age is x and son's age is y. So first leave about the question, the condition, the relation. First I am assuming Jacob age, present age of Jacob is x and y. Here the 2 situations, another 2 situations are future. What is in future means after 5 years. Usually what the ages will be for this x, 5 years should be added. This y also 5 years should be added. Another situation is here before 5 years. So before 5 years in the sense with respect to present we need to think here, not with respect to after 5 years. So before 5 years means after, for this present Before 5 years, their ages will be x minus 5, y minus 5. For example, if the present age, my age is suppose 27, then 5 years back, my age will be 22. So 5 years after, age will be 32. So like that, we need to compare. So present age is x. So 5 should be added. For after 5 years means, before 5 years means minus 5. Now come to the question. What are the conditions? So given 5 years after, what is the relation they given? Jacob 5 years after Jacob age was x plus 5 was 3 times the age of his son. So 3 times of, what is the age of his son? Y plus 5. Now what we can write? X is equals to 3y plus 15 minus 5. So x is equals to 3y plus 10. Let it be 1. The next condition, 5 years ago, that means before Jacob was, at the time Jacob is x minus 5, the Jacob age was 7 times the son's age. X minus 5 is equals to 7y minus 35. So from 1, what we can write? X means 3y plus 10. So 3y plus 10 minus 5 is equals to 7y minus 35. 10 minus 5, 5 plus 35 is equals to 7y minus 35. 7 minus 3, 4y equals to 40. The next, by that we can write y is equals to 10. Now x is equals to 3y plus 10. So x is equals to 3 into 10 plus 10. X is equals to 30 plus 10. X is equals to 40. So now what are the present ages? Present age of Jacob is 40 and son's age is, so present age of Jacob is 40 years. Son's age is 10 years. So like this we need to solve this ages problem.